Welcome to my beautiful, vibrant souls who are tuning in for this week's Astrocast. So for those of you unfamiliar with astrocasting, the basic premise is we have this lovely circular grid with 12 different little slices, and these represent the 12 houses of the zodiac. So what I do for astrocasting is I reach in, I make a mess. I reach in and blindly pick out some cards, cast them on the board. So these little teeny tiny tarot cards, see, they're so cute. We cast them on the board, and depending on what houses they land in, these will be kind of how these energies are going to be playing out in the different areas of your life over the next week. Now, I do want to kind of preface this by saying this will play out differently for each of you based on your own personal astrology, particularly your own house placements, and if you have significant planets in those placements. Or in those houses, that word. So if you're interested in doing a deep dive into your own natal chart, I do offer that as well. The link for that reading is in the description box down below. So other than that, I think we're pretty much good to get going. So yes, hello and welcome. This is going to be covering the week of the month we're in right now. What is it? January. You guys, I almost said Australia, not even close. Oh man, my words, it's hard for me to find them, but yes, January 17th through the 23rd. So yeah, let's get in. I think let's dive in and see what the universe holds for us for the week ahead. All right, I love these teeny little tarot cards. They're so cute. Oh, it's this one right here. There's a couple. I'm going like bam, bam. I have my eyes closed for this. I know you guys can't see it, but I like really try hard not to look. And then, okay. Okie dokie. So, all right, so we have the Four of Cups in the 6th house. We have the Page of Wands, be right smack in between the 3rd and 4th house. And we have the 8 of Wands in the 2nd house. Now, the way I generally tend to read in terms of like upright or reversal is just because of the wheel. It's really, really difficult. So unless something specifically comes out as upright like this, or like if it were to be reversed, specifically comes out reversed, I will generally tend to read them in the upright. So like in this example where the 8 is facing, would be upright for this slice, if it's facing toward the middle, I read that as upright. Just so y'all know, usually in my traditional readings, I do read reversals, but yeah. Okay, so looking at the board here, we have the 5 of Wands in the 10th house. Excuse my burp. We have the Page of Wands between the 3rd and the 4th house. We have the 4 of Cups in the 6th house, the 8 of Wands, excuse me, in the 2nd house. And we have the Knight of Swords in the 12th house. So there's a lot of fast forward movement. There's a lot of potential for travel. But then there is a little bit of kind of stillness, or there's a little bit of conflict still. So I feel like especially if things have been stagnant, if you've been waiting for something, waiting for communication or an answer in particular, just moving that out of the way. Excuse me. I do feel like it's moving forward this week, but it might not be fully resolved, if you get my drift. Yeah. So this could be in dealings with an air sign with this Knight of Swords. That would be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or a fire sign with this Page of Wands. That would be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It does not have to be. These could be you or your replacements as well. Okay, so I want to talk first of all about career here, because the 2nd house talks about our material well-being, our finances, our careers, our physical house. It's just anything that we put value in. And then the 6th house can also deal with career because it's talking about our daily routines. I won't get too much up on my soapbox here because the air is thin up here, but the 6th house can kind of deal with like that mind, body, spirit connection and how we ground that in a healthy way in our daily lives. But because it talks about our daily routines, it often can speak about career as well. And because you also have something in the 10th house, career is going to be a big focus this week. I'm just kind of tuning in to see what we get here. For some of you as well, I feel like with this 5 of Wands, there's a lot of conflict about what kind of legacy you want to build or how you want to come across to people in the public. So maybe if you have your own business, for example, you've been thinking about how you want to brand yourself, or you've been thinking about rebranding, excuse me. You might be thinking about how to really set yourself apart from your competitors, whether you own your own business or this is in the workplace, if you're like competing for a promotion. Because I feel like with this Four of Cups here, there's something in your career that you're just like not really satisfied with. You might be kind of bored. You've kind of like gotten to a certain level that you wanted to achieve, and now you kind of want to start something new. I don't know why I'm picking up on that, because these are not career houses, but I was really drawn to the page when I said it, so I'm going to stick with it. I feel like you're looking for something new. You're looking for some adventure. So for many of you, this is going to come across in your career where you're kind of thinking about, what direction do I want to go? How do I want to get to the top? How do I want to kind of like, you know, how, because this is a card all about competition. So it's kind of like, how do I want to make myself a competitive choice? And I think there is this, I feel like a lot of this is very internal this week. It's a lot of strategizing, a lot of planning. I feel like with this Knight of Swords, you really want to take action, but you might not have all of, like, because the 12th house can really speak about our illusions as well. So you might not have all the information, or your perception of the situation, your idea might not be fully fledged yet. So it's not saying don't move forward, but I would say to do so cautiously, take things one step at a time, because the Knight of Swords can be known for like rushing into things a little bit. He can kind of, you know, he has a lot of confidence in his ideas and what he has to say, which is a great thing. But this kind of has this energy of like, make sure it's a delicate balance, right? Because what I'm seeing here is like, you know, with the Eight of Wands as well, communicating is really, really a good thing. This is a lot about like fast communication, fast forward movement, as is the Knight of Swords. Excuse me. So that's not a bad thing, but it does to me kind of say like, you might be missing a piece of information. You know, in terms of, I do see here as well, if anybody is looking to move, I do feel like you're going to be getting a lot of really good, like, move houses. There's a lot of really, really good energy behind that, because we have this Page of Wands. This is always like a new exciting adventure, and the Eight of Wands can be about travel as well, and as can the Knight of Swords. So if you're looking to move houses, this is really positively aspected, especially if you've been waiting for communication about this, like waiting to hear if your application got approved, if you got a loan you've been looking for, if you know, you put in an offer on a house and it gets accepted, something like that. If you've been waiting for something, this information is coming in this week, because I feel like you've kind of like grown a little stagnant and bored with where you're at, and you're looking to kind of take on the new, like the next adventure. So that's really good for those of you who are looking for a home. Now, I am also kind of picking up a separate storyline, because this can talk about a house, this can talk about our home and our emotional foundations, and the third house can kind of speak of, one of the things it talks about is siblings. If you've kind of had a tricky situation with somebody in your home, whether they're physically in your home or they're part of your family, I do feel like some of this stuff is getting worked out and resolved this week, right? There's been some tension, especially with this Knight of Swords in the 12th house. Maybe some really unkind, unpleasant things were said. And I don't feel like it's like a full mending yet, but I do feel like there is important communication. Things are moving, things are healing, and things are mending. So I do really like to see that. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. I got the coughs today. My husband is so angry at me. So let me see. There's another thing I was going to say, you guys. What was it? Oh, this is this one's a little bit spicier, but if you have an intimate partner and you are capable of making the babies, if that's not something that you want, I would be really cautious about that this week, just because with the Eight of Wands like pointing right at the Page of Wands, and this being in like houses of, you know, home, family, etc. If you are looking to conceive, that's a very positive omen. If you are not looking to conceive, I would say be very, very careful. Because all the pieces, I mean, not all the pieces are there. It's not like the most, like, those aren't like the holy shit, these are baby cards necessarily, but I don't know why I'm kind of getting that, like, oh, be careful. I'm trying to see if I see anything else for you guys. I feel like just in general, wherever you've been sort of wanting more in your life, whether this is in your home or your career or with the relationships in your family, those are the three major areas I'm seeing here. I do feel like there is movement forward. It might not be the entirety of the movement you want. It might not be the fastest, but there is noticeable progress forward. And for some of you, one of the things I'm kind of getting with these two, as well as the Four of Cups in the 6th house, is that I feel like, the 10th house deals with our status and our legacy and how we come across to the public, right? I feel like you're kind of trying to decide how you want to be known, how you want people to see you, because I feel like there's something about the way you show up on a regular basis that it's like, been there, done that. I want to grow. I want to be a new version of myself, a new person. And I feel like this has caused you to kind of be on this journey to sort of figure out, what energy within yourself you'd like to invest in, what you want to grow, and what you'd like to leave behind. And I feel like with the Knight of Swords in the 12th house, you've been really looking to, like, really pushing to figure it out, really trying, like, on a quest to, figure out for yourself, get clarity for yourself on what is true to you. And I do feel like there will be, like, some kind of progress and forward movement in that quest over the next week. I don't think it's like, haha, clarity moment, breakthrough, but I do feel like there's going to be like an idea or a thought, or you're going to have like an epiphany, and it's going to, again, help you like take a nice chunk, like a big step forward, even if it's not like the culmination of this process. So I think that's just about everything I'm seeing for the week ahead. I hope this has been helpful. I hope you guys have a stunning, fabulous week. If you are interested in a personal reading for yourself, my shop link is in the description box down below. I don't currently offer astrocasting as like a sanctioned like part of my shop, like one of my normal readings. But if you are interested in one for yourself for, the week, month, 6 months, year ahead, whatever it may be, I'm happy to make a custom reading. So just DM me. And if I get enough, maybe comments on these videos or requests, I will add this as a part of the reading family on my shop as a consistent fixture. So, yeah. But I think that's everything. I hope you guys have a stunning, stellar week ahead. I'm wishing you all the best, brightest, and most beautiful things that life has to offer. Take care, love bugs. Bye.